Dude, tell me more about your decision to like
besides that,
leave land life, like Riley in particular. So were you in like a dark place or something? Just not happy with the life wasn't providing enough joy? Like, what made you just decide to sell it all and hit the seas?
Okay,
You must get
well,
this a lot.
no, it's I don't know
The
whether to
authorities
go.
were closing in. Is that it?
Yeah, it's not something I can talk about. No, it was. I love traveling with work. So I used to work on an oil rig, and I was working 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, and I used to travel a lot. And I started putting a few plans in place so that I could. I was sick of traveling out of a backpack, and I started thinking, well, how can I take a home with me? And then I don't know, it sort of spawned from there. Maybe a bit of a. When I delve very deep into it, I used to really, really love Han Solo. And there's a bit of a captaining your own ship vibe from my childhood. And I think he instilled me with the enthusiasm.
That's awesome. That sounds like so much fun when you put it that way.
You were inspired by Han Solo?
Yeah.
I didn't see that coming.
Yeah. You ever watch Waterworld
nah.
with Kevin Costner?
It doesn't end well for him.
No, not Kevin Costner. No, definitely Han Solo.
You more of a Mel Gibson fan?
Has
Someone
there ever
pointed
been a
out to me.
time-
I
has there ever
read
been a time
recently
when
that
you've gone out to sea,
Harrison Ford.
when you were preparing, and you realized once you got out there that you totally forgot something that you needed desperately, and it was too late to go back. Like, does that happen in modern day? I feel like it still would.
Water.
yeah. Well, for the Atlantic crossing,
Only water.
yeah, for the Atlantic crossing, it was we were estimating at either 17 to 20-day sail. And we got about a week into the trip, and we realised that we had Riley's cousin Jack, who is inexperienced as well, and he was meant to fill up both of the water tanks.
Oh, Jack's not going to like
I love
this.
you, Jack, but I have to tell this story because it's freaking retarded.
Jack will dispute this. Dispute the veracity of
Jack's not
Elena's,
here.
testimony.
Yes, we're not on
No,
Jack's
that's-
team. Yeah.
Anyway, he obviously put the hose in, and sometimes it can look like it's full because water sprays out. Anyway, he forgot to fill up the tank full, and we had to have showers with salt water and really
fuck that.
conserve.
No. He would have had some saltwater showers. We would have had plenty of water. That would have been the end of that. You didn't fill up
We
water.
were drinking Fanta, drinking like year-old Fanta. It's disgusting.
Right towards the end of the trip, so you can imagine it's a small place. Things are starting to get a little bit heated. He might have said something along the lines of, "You didn't plan properly," and I didn't.
You're a bad captain.
Elena, in the end, pointed out that it may have been Jack that didn't fill up the aft water tank correctly.
No. Then I would have said something like, it's a long swim to shore. And that would have been the end of that.
We didn't have a plank for anyone to walk at that stage, so we were forced to sort of sort it out. There was someone was drinking Fanta at the time, and we were running quite low. I had some stashed aside, but if I pulled it out, everyone would have been like, pouring it over their heads and carrying on and
So you
having
hid it
showers
from
with
us?
fresh water. But so I had some set aside. Anyway, Jack and I had a bit of an argument, and I tied a ribbon around one of my hidden bottles of water and lowered it into his cabin as like a
Offering.
an offering, a peace offering. And I'm like, there's a few little more of where these came from if you behave yourself. And it was.
So on your
It got us out
videos,
of trouble.
you don't usually cover the negatives of your lifestyle, right? Like, you guys are so close together. You can be in separate rooms, but you certainly can't be without an earshot of each other. Like, you're always kind of in each other's existence. And you barely even mention any kind of discomfort, Like, I think in your recent episode, Alana said that she can only edit videos so long before she gets seasick. What are do you guys get seasick out there? Do you guys get angry? Do you ever just really wish you had more elbow room? Be honest.
Well, we sort of like trying to make a relationship work on a space in a space that small has been a struggle from the beginning. But we've worked out a few different little systems, and you know, now when we're getting in each other's face and things are heating up, we're like, all right. And the furthest place you can get away from each other on the boat is if one person is on the bow of the boat and the other person is in the room below. So you know, we're right on top of each other, but it's the furthest distance away. So that's just our little like cool down spot. We don't
Do you
have to go
storm
that
away
much,
and
but,
slam those narrow little boat doors?
Right.
Kind
It's just a
gently
shutter.
click? Yeah.
yeah.
It's a really pathetic storm off. Yeah, like and then you're like 2 meters away.
Yeah.
You know,
So we know more about like how you got together and why you do this thing you do, but why did you start videoing this and putting it on the internet?
well, I've traveled about 4 years since I finished school, which, you know, isn't that long, but I've been constantly traveling and sort of videoing it myself, and I'll make little videos to send to my mum because mum freaks out. She's like, where are you, Elena? And I just think it's a great way to show my friends and family what I'm doing. So I started making the little videos, and then I got on Riley's boat and he had this little Canon camera. And at the time I was like, wow, this is sick. Like, why don't you use it? He's like, I don't know. Like, he just wasn't interested. And then I sort of adopted it and made it my own and started videoing, and I was like, it's pretty cool, like what you're doing. And I just try to convince him to let me put some stuff on the internet and help inspire others to do the same.
I nearly answered for Taylor. So Elena is wired to be in entertainment, right? This is her thing. Whether it's the video or the music or whatever, she's comfortable in front of an audience. A lot of people, and Elena, you can probably back me up on this. If you point a camera at your random cousin or mom or whatever, they give you one of these deals. You know, Elena will start singing or something. I don't know. Like she's supposed to be in front of the lens. And I think...
I get a little bit nervous.
Bullshit. I've seen too much of your stuff.
No, I really do. Like, I think I don't know. See, I stutter. I stutter a lot when I'm a little bit nervous when I'm talking to new people. That's something I think I have to work on.
If it's just us though and a
yeah.
camera, you do get into it.
I can say this too. Something about the camera is different. Like, the camera is your friend. Talking to it, like if you were on stage, that's a different thing. Even though they both have hundreds or thousands of people on the other side, the camera you can almost open up to. Like, yeah, we're buds. We've been doing this for a while, in a way that you might not do for real life people. But yeah, anyway, watching their videos, it's no surprise to me that she fired up a YouTube channel and started sharing her life. And Riley is just her. If you could picture YouTube as a hike, she's pulling them by the hand. That's how their channel is.
Yeah, for sure. I'm the little sidekick.
Yeah. You're the star.
He's getting better. He like, I think at first you point the camera at him and he's like, I'm reading right now. But now, like he'll be like, yeah, we're navigating. This is what we're doing. This is what we're up to. You're rubbing off on him.
So what's your
Riley's not
long-term...
Sorry.
I was going to ask what's your long-term
Riley's not really
plan with the whole thing.